gotta let him cap some, dude.
Fuck that, bro. Where do I come from? A fucking orphanage?
Hey, what's up, guys? You guys had the gameplay. I'm a little sick a little bit. I've been coughing a lot, so if I cough a few times, I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. But this is sort of a kind of recap of the Super Bowl. Sort of my thoughts. Not really much to say. Pretty much a boring game. It was a blowout. The Broncos only scored like 8 points. And I think that came in like the third quarter. It's very late in the third quarter. I think their first points came in. Man, it's just a really unfortunate game for Peyton Manning. As we all know, I'm a Colt fan, and to see them lose 43-8 in the Super Bowl, it's a little heartbreaking for me because I wanted him to get another ring. At least one more before he ends up retiring. But he said before that he thought about coming. He's gonna come back. Pretty much, he has a physical every year before the season starts, and if he passes the physical, he's gonna play. If not, then he won't argue. That's what he said in one of his interviews. I think it was the Sunday Conversation. I watch a lot of Sports Center, so I know these things. But you never know. You never know. He might change his mind. Until then. I certainly don't see him losing like this and not wanting to come back and try and get another Super Bowl, or at least get an opportunity. The Seahawks, I think, it's going to be tough to beat them next year because they're all very young, and I don't see how they can get any worse than what they are. They can pick up some pieces. I think they can pick up a lot of pieces still, and just sort of build their depth. And you gotta hand it to the Seahawks, front office. Really, I mean, this was a team that was really not that good, and now they dominated the Broncos, the highest powered offense in the NFL today. So we're talking about an offense that put up a ton of points, probably the best season by an offense ever. Peyton Manning broke both passing and touchdown records, and this defense just straight up held them to 8 points. If that's not proving yourself, I don't know what is. And I don't see this team getting any worse at all. I only see them getting better. I only see them picking up more pieces to their team. Percy Harvin came back and he had 2 really big runs at the beginning of the game. Of course, there was the safety that started the game from the Broncos. First snap, it was up in the air. And I think that really shook up the Broncos. They gave up 2 points, and then they ended up giving up 3 points. I think a field goal where it was 5-0 right off the bat. And I think that just sort of shook them up, and they couldn't find an answer. They couldn't take out the defense. The Seahawks, they really just got unfortunate breaks. And the Seahawks did really well. They stripped the ball a few times. They had 2 or 3 picks. Plus the offensive line wasn't really there. I mean, the Broncos line wasn't really doing anything because the defensive line of the Seahawks was just so overpowering them. It was insane. So, like I said, I don't see this team getting any worse. I really don't. I only see this team getting better. The Seahawks, I can definitely sit here and say I can see a dynasty in their future. They can probably win next year. I think they got a good opportunity or a good shot at winning it, again next year. Excuse me. I just don't see them, losing, anytime soon. I don't see them losing in the playoffs because, now they've got experience, and for a lot of guys that were young, a lot of guys that don't have experience, they played a very, very good game. They dominated, the line of scrimmage, and they dominated the secondary. Of course, their secondary is already really good. The Legion of Boom, I guess. But as for me, I'm still a Colts fan, so it really doesn't matter to me. I'm just calling it like I see it. And I see this Seahawks team being a very, very huge contender still next year because they're only going to get better. And I can only hope my Colts get better. I can't sit here and guarantee that because I'm not in the front office, but yeah, I mean, this is a really lopsided Super Bowl, probably the biggest lopsided Super Bowl I've seen personally. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace out, guys.